The New York Knicks lose Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals to the Indiana Pacers, which means they lose the series 4-2. And the year is over. And we are now in the offseason for the New York Knicks. I have a lot of thoughts. Got a lot of ideas. And maybe we talk about some in today's video. But I just want to open up the comment section to all of you. We all know this Knicks team is going to be active this offseason. Tom Thibodeau says this is a big offseason for us moments after the Game 6 loss. So my question to you is this. What is one move you would make this offseason? If you were Leon Rose, what's the move you would make? Let me know in the comments. With the season on the line, a chance to force a Game 7 at home, let's just call it what it is. The New York Knicks did not show up. They did not play a good enough game to win. And they have nobody else to blame except themselves. The recipe for the Knicks winning Game 6 was simple. Take care of the basketball, make free throws, and defend the three-point line. The Knicks did not take care of the basketball. They had 17 turnovers, 5 more than the Indiana Pacers. They did not make free throws. They missed 9 compared to 3 from the Indiana Pacers. And the New York Knicks did not defend the three-point line, and they definitely did not execute from the three-point line on offense. The Pacers shoot 51% from 3, while the Knicks shoot 28% from 3. I'm not going to come up here and rip any player because I'm thankful for this season. It hurts to say right now, but it was an awesome season. It was a hell of a year. But at the end of the day, if you want to advance in the playoffs, if you want to win an NBA title, you want to win the conference, it's very simple. The best players have to be the best players. And the New York Knicks' best players were not the best players in Game 6. I love Jalen Brunson. I always will. I'll never turn my back on that guy. But I promise you, if you asked him, how did you play today? He would say, I was terrible. And he was. 19 points in a Game 6 with the backs against the wall was never going to get it done. 2 of 7 from 3 was never going to get it done. And 5 turnovers was never going to get it done. Jalen Brunson was a major piece of the puzzle as to why you were here. But the facts are the facts. He wasn't good enough in Game 6. And that hurts. Karl-Anthony Towns, also not good enough to win in Game 6. 8 of 19 from the floor, sub 45%. He missed 4 threes. He missed 4 free throws. And he had 2 turnovers. And he's still playing drop coverage. It sucks. You're here because of 11 and 32. In part, they're the reason you didn't move on. Mikal Bridges, it's been a long season for you, my man. A lot of downs and some big-time ups. 2 game-sealing defensive stops against the Boston Celtics. And this is unfair to you because you didn't choose to get traded for the control of 6 first-round picks or 5 first-round picks, whatever it is. You traded 5 and you gave up a swap, so that's the control of 6. But, man, you did not live up to the expectations at all. You were great on defense against the Celtics. Not so much against the Indiana Pacers. I don't know if you'll be on this team next year because I don't know if you're a good fit next to Jalen Brunson. Brunson needs someone that could dribble the ball. Brunson needs someone that can create for others. And Brunson needs someone that can get stops. And I just don't think you do that at a high enough level. Maybe you upgrade somewhere else on this team, but the Knicks need a way better shooter at that 2-guard spot. 1 of 2 from 3. No, it's 50%. Just not enough. Just not enough. I appreciate the moments you did. I appreciate the moments you had. You don't beat the Celtics without Mikal Bridges. But at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter. And if this is it for you as a Knick, I'll just say thank you. I wanted you here more than anybody. I did hundreds of videos for the Knicks talking about Mikal Bridges. The bar and my expectations were not nearly met. Stinks. I thought OG Anunoby competed his tail off the last 3 games versus the Indiana Pacers. OG Anunoby gave it all he had. Didn't shoot well enough from 3, but I'll take 8 of 11 from 2 all day long. And he defended his tail off. When he did it, when he was on Siakam, he gave it everything he got. When he was on Nembhard, he gave it everything he got. When he was on Halliburton, he gave it everything he got. I love OG Anunoby, and I appreciate everything he did for this team this year. You don't get to this point if you didn't. Josh Hart. Man. I love Josh Hart. I named my dog after Josh Hart. I love what he's about. I love his story. I'm not sure he'll ever play for the Knicks again. He wasn't good in this series. He was not. From the turnovers to the defensive lapses and not being able to buy a bucket. I love Josh Hart. This team is where it is because of Josh Hart. Josh Hart was the second best player on the Knicks last year, especially in the playoffs. I don't know if Josh Hart is the New York Knicks Marcus Smart, where you have to trade him to win a championship, but he can't be in the starting lineup anymore. You can win 50 games with him. You can get to the second round. You can win and get to the conference finals. But I don't know if you can win the conference finals or get to the finals with Josh Hart and as the starter. I love Josh Hart. I've always appreciated him, but this was a really bad series for him. And it sucks. I hope he's not gone, but sometimes in life you got to make tough moves to elevate. I don't know. Mitchell Robinson, salute. Salute to Mitchell Robinson. I counted you out, as well as hundreds of thousands of other Knicks fans. You've battled back from injury after injury after injury, and you compete your tail off every time you're on the floor and able. The offensive rebound, still the best in the game at it. You're a special player. You're the longest tenured Knicks. Nick, you deserve this one. Thank you for your efforts, my man. Thank you. Miles McBride. I don't know what you did to Tom Thibodeau, but you deserved a lot more minutes in these playoffs. 11 minutes for Miles McBride. I love Deuce. Deuce can't be your first ball handler off the bench. I love Deuce. He competes. He leaves it all out on the floor. And a lot of times he hits the shot that starts the run, or he hits the big shot. I got a lot of love for Deuce. He's a guy that's easy to root for. DeLon Wright, you, my friend, are the ultimate professional. In February, I went to a game in Indiana. The Knicks won. I sat right behind the Knicks bench. I started up, put DeLon Wright chant in the game. He looked over at me and he said, nah, chill. DeLon Wright had no intention of being a part of this rotation when he got traded here. He was a major piece in why this went 6. Major salute to you, DeLon Wright. Landry Shamet, you couldn't buy a bucket for 65 games of the regular season. You made some big ones in the postseason. And you competed, and you defended, and you stayed ready. Sign of a professional. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. I expect a busy offseason for the New York Knicks. I don't see a team that is going to sit on their hands because they got to Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. I think this team will be different. I think it'll look different. I think it'll feel different. And I still think there's a chance it may be coached different. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm sure Leon Rose doesn't know what they're going to do. But I could tell you there's going to be moves made. It's the first year of the team. It is. But I think you have to ask the question, does this 5, 6, or 7 players of the rotation, can you win a championship with, as much as I love him, Jalen Brunson, who doesn't play defense, and Karl-Anthony Towns that doesn't play defense? My first take would be this, and then we'll close out today's show on the offseason. I'm not sure you can win a championship if Tom Thibodeau is your coach while Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns are on the floor. Because if you're going to win a championship with Cat, he has to be an unstoppable offensive force. His offensive juice has to outweigh his defensive negatives. And I don't know if Tom Thibodeau can put Cat in a spot to where he maximizes the offense to overcome the defense. I don't know. I think there will be changes, and I don't think we'll run this team back, and nor should the Knicks run it back. This team hit a peak. It was a hell of a peak and a hell of a ride. But it's come to an end. And now you have to go win the offseason. I trust Leon Rose. Hoping he pushes the right buttons. And that's the end of the season. And that's the end of the season. Sad. Sad. It's over. I'm upset. I believe this team's on the right path. I believe the Eastern Conference remains wide open. And I don't expect for the Knicks to sit on their hands and let a window to win a championship go by without giving them everything it got. I love this team. I love you guys. I hate that it has to end this way. We'll be putting out videos every day on the channel this offseason, breaking down every trade rumor, every trade idea, every free agent rumor, every free agent signing, and so much more. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's go Knicks.